to start with talking about how, I don't know, just how special North Lawndale is. I think you all can feel it, right? It's something that, sometimes it's hard to put to words, but when you experience a day in North Lawndale, or a couple of days, or a week, or a month, it just becomes a part of you, whether you're born here or not. There is no place like North Lawndale in the world. Um, I'm originally from Detroit. I moved here to Chicago about 20 years ago. I remember visiting North Lawndale when I was about 8 or 9 years old. And visiting that long ago had such an impact. Um, and since I've been living here, it's become a place that I just love, right? I work in several of the schools in North Lawndale with almost, I want to say, all of the organizations except for yours yet. Um, but it's just something that's very special. North Lawndale is like rich soil. I'm not a gardener, but I know when you have rich soil, a lot of things grow, right? A lot of things grow. There's a great harvest that you're able to experience. You can feed many. It helps improve the environment, the atmosphere. That's North Lawndale. Every time I hear about the history, the people who have grown up, born here, who grew up here, were educated here, and have continued to impact the world, it says a lot about this land. And I think that's something to be appreciated. It's something to be celebrated. It's something to be protected. North Lawndale is special. It is very special. And I feel like my words really fall short, but it's in each of your hearts, right? Whether you're the more mature among us, who you know because you've been around for a while, or you're young, you're not that old, but you live here in North Lawndale, it has a place in your heart that, I don't know, it changes you and it changes the world. And so I guess I just want to honor that and speak to that. We need to continue to love North Lawndale. We need to continue to honor it, to resource it, not just the land, but the people who live here. I live over on Springfield and Ogden. I walk 16th Street. Now I'm riding the scooters down 16th Street, right? In my 20 years here in Chicago, I've lived south, I've lived north, I live further west, but now I call North Lawndale home, and I can't see myself living anywhere else. Now, my Detroit people get mad at me when I say that, right? But there is nothing like North Lawndale. And I know you guys know that. You can feel it. You're here braving Chicago weather, this heat, but we found a special space on 16th and Spaulding to congregate, to come together, to collaborate, and to share with each other, right? That speaks to how important and how great and how sacred North Lawndale is. When you plant things here, it grows, right? When you share love, that love grows, right? When you uncover, when you bring to light all the rich history, that impacts you. That's North Lawndale. Love, light, right? Life, that is North Lawndale. As an artist, it has been a great place for me to create and to teach, to inspire young creatives. It's been a great place to wake people up to what's possible. I think that continues to happen here in North Lawndale. People come here, move here, and they have ideas, they have visions of what's possible, and those things grow and come forward in North Lawndale. I don't know, it's just something, again, we need to hold on to this. We need to carry it with us wherever we go. We need to speak about it in a way that people know that, this is important. What happens here in North Lawndale is important, needs to be resourced, needs to be taken care of, needs to be valued, needs to be encouraged. And this isn't, it's not the end. There's more to come. I've worked with some kids. I've worked with Eric. I've worked with SAIC. We've worked with some young people who were born and raised here, and they have gifts and talents that are starting to come forward. And we will see how what was put into them will go on and change the world, right? So again, North Lawndale, from my experience, and I know it's your experience, is one of the greatest places on the planet. And I'm just going to say that. I've been around for a little while. I've been to some different places, and I keep coming back to North Lawndale. And I can't see myself living anywhere else. And then lastly, I also want to speak to, I think, the spirit of community and collaboration that exists here. Whenever people try to get together to do something, there's a lot of obstacles and things that you have to overcome and work through, right? But what I've seen happen here in North Lawndale is our vision and our desire to recreate, to awaken, to make our community get together, make our community better. When we collaborate and come together to make that happen, that energy kind of moves us forward, right? And that's, again, something that's really special about North Lawndale. Having worked in other communities and been a part, I don't experience what happens when people come together and are focused on one vision, right? And they work together. That happens here in North Lawndale over and over again. And we continue to rise and work through our obstacles and make our community better. And that's just it. I love it here. You love it here. I can feel it. I'm experiencing it now, and I am very excited to see what happens as we continue to be committed, loyal to this land that we walk on, this land that we live on, this land that we make art on, this land that we learn about and share. I'm excited to see what we create as we move forward.